Hey, Tati here. I hope you enjoy this episode from the vault. This is a replay that was previously recorded in September of 2020. It is 5 steps to cope with feeling overwhelmed. So if you are currently in a place of feeling overwhelmed, you're not sure how to get out of it or how to move forward, this episode is perfect for you. So being overwhelmed means, quote, being completely submerged by your thoughts and emotions about all of life's current problems, to the point where you lack efficacy and feel frozen or paralyzed. When you're overwhelmed, it can make it difficult to focus, think properly, get motivated, and get things done. This can be really frustrating, and it doesn't have to be this way. Here are my 5 steps to cope with feeling overwhelmed so that you can gain more calm, clarity, and focus in your day. The first step on how to deal with feeling overwhelmed is taking a step back. Step away from all of the inputs in your life. So this includes email, social media, TV, to-do list, calendars, websites, etc. So anything that's giving you more information is just going to lead to more overwhelm. So that's when it's important to get some perspective, take a step back, and really check in with yourself. So this is so important because you need to disconnect and take a step back so that you can objectively assess what's going on, how you're feeling, and what you need to do next. So that brings me to the second step for dealing with overwhelm, which is checking in with your emotions. So that includes naming the emotions that you're feeling right now. My favorite tool to use is an emotion wheel, which helps you identify and name all of the emotions that you're currently experiencing. So you're most likely experiencing more than one emotion at any time. And you can Google emotions wheel so that you can see the real complexity of human emotions. And even this wheel isn't comprehensive to every single emotion that you might be feeling, but it's an easy way to identify what's going on for you in the moment and starting with the basic emotions and working your way outwards. So the emotions wheel is so helpful because I often notice myself and my clients going back to using the same emotion names over and over again, even though they're not necessarily accurate as to your current experience. So a lot of times I notice people saying I'm feeling anxious, which I do myself, or I'm feeling frustrated, or I'm feeling annoyed. And this doesn't really capture the entire emotional experience that you might be having in any moment. So when you're looking at the emotions wheel, it helps you to see things and maybe understand yourself better so that you can see, all right, well, I'm not just feeling anxious, I'm also feeling hopeless, I'm also feeling dreadful, and whatever other emotions might come up for you so that you can really name them and experience them. So why is this important? Because your emotions continue to influence your thoughts, behaviors, and mood without you even realizing it until you acknowledge them. And the easiest way to acknowledge them is to name them. Hey, have you taken my free high-functioning anxiety quiz? High-functioning anxiety is when you appear calm and successful on the outside, but on the inside, you're struggling with anxiety, overwhelm, and overthinking. This quiz is perfect for you if you feel as though you may be struggling with high-functioning anxiety, but you're not exactly sure, or even if you have no idea and you just want to see if you may be struggling with it. You can take the free 5-minute quiz and get your personalized results and resources by going to hfaquiz.com, or you can click on the link in the description. Now that that's out of the way, we can move on to our next step to help you to stop feeling overwhelmed. So the third step is to identify the root of your overwhelm. So what's really leading to your overwhelm? Oftentimes there's an underlying cause, and maybe it's that you feel like you have too many things to do, you have not enough time, maybe you feel like you're constantly running on the hamster wheel of doing and you're always running on empty and never recharging. So be specific and point out what exactly is overwhelming you right now, and take it a step further and write it down. One example could be, I'm feeling overwhelmed because I don't have enough time to do everything on my to-do list today, and I feel like I never have any time to relax. So my fourth step to cope with feeling overwhelmed is to adjust your expectations. Challenge what's on your mind and challenge those perfectionistic tendencies that you have to get everything done, check off everything on your to-do list, help out every other person in your life. It's not possible. Do you really need to get everything done today? Are you putting way too much on your to-do list? And are you putting other people's needs before your own, resulting in resentment and more overwhelm? Bring those expectations back to reality. You're only one person, and your needs matter first. You can't pour with an empty cup. And that's not being selfish. That's just recognizing that you have needs as a human being, and you need to fulfill those needs before you can help other people. So what actually needs to be done today? So an example might be, I absolutely need to get only 2 things done today, and the rest I can schedule out onto my planner in, later on in this week or later on in this month. Then I'll finish my work at 5 p.m. so that I can relax and recharge and be focused again tomorrow. And my 5th step on how to cope with feeling overwhelmed is to be kind to yourself. Are you really a failure if you don't get everything done? Is your family going to disown you if you take some time for yourself? And I highly doubt that's going to happen. You deserve to take care of your mental and emotional wellness, and your worth is not determined by how much you get done. So reassess your priorities. Is getting things done more important than taking care of yourself? Now, at this point, you learned my 5-step process on how to cope with feeling overwhelmed, why you need to adjust your expectations on how much you can get done, and the massive importance of kindness when you're feeling overwhelmed. The important thing is, like I just said, to be kind to yourself. You are not a martyr to others and to your work. Your needs come first. Your action tip is to implement this step-by-step process next time you catch yourself feeling overwhelmed. Put it into action and let me know how it helps. And I'd love to hear your feedback. Shoot me an email at tati@becalmwithtati.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, leave me a comment and let me know what is the biggest thing that leads to overwhelm for you. I'm curious to know. If you found this podcast episode informative, please screenshot yourself listening to it and share it to your Instagram stories, tagging me at TatianaGLPC. And please subscribe on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcasts. I release new episodes every Wednesday. So while you wait for next week's episode, I have other episodes all about how to decrease anxiety, master a healthy mindset, and manage your time and energy. So make sure you watch these 2 videos as well while you wait for my new episodes. Thanks for tuning in today. Until next time, be calm.